Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Canes will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. So Syracuse's offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants...
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Coaches talk about third downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass, nice coverage in the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Miami's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This offense has it with really good field position. Gives it on the option. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Fires on the move. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on fourth down? On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, looking for a man. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
when you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. Still on his feet. Still on his feet at the 25. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They booted away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
To the air on 2nd down. Hauls it in. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll try it again. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, on a 2nd and forever situation, they hand it off, and they're able to get a big portion of yardage back now to at least give themselves an opportunity to convert this third down.
Turning it on. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Canes are marching down the field. Finds a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
And the Hurricanes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. Power ahead. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They could make this a two-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes!
I think most coaches on fourth and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big fourth down conversion.
Syracuse, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to pass. It's Pratt. Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pop the draw. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Might as well give it to him again. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Dropping back, it's Pratt. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down, and this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Release to the back. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Syracuse will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Looking downfield, it's Pratt. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Corrals it at the 45. There he goes. Open it up. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Out of the gun to give to the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Canes will hustle to the line. Power football with the run. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
Touchdown, Canes! Great job by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Miami, 35. Syracuse, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here's a heat. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off the play fake. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
42, Syracuse, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the Syracuse offense will take over.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quarterback gets enough. Got a little space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could. The Canes want to crank the tempo. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buys a little time. Throwing, looking right.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looking for a push on fourth down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. This will likely be the last play of the half. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He splits the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fights off the defender. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Miami! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. The give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
Yeah, And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He takes it at the 45. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with his 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires left. He's got it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's 1st down. He leaves it with his back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. He leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Already got a hand on it, it's blocked.
And after that blocked field goal, that just sums up the kind of day it's been for these guys, right? It's not just offense and defense, but even on special teams. They haven't been able to execute. They've got a lot of areas to improve on the next time they take the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Adams.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They'll give it to the back. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. 2nd down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Smacks it with a stiff arm. Touchdown, Hurricane! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front, it's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Orange will have to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Running back searching for a hole. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first down. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Leaves it with the back. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Lawrence. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Gets rid of it. Puts it out of the air. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. And runs through another one. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.